I had a problem that cost me a lot of time, and I was able to fix it with this one print that I'm going to show you today. Welcome to another video. My name is Roman and I want to show you this cool print that I did recently. It saved me a ton of time already, so I just wanted to share it with you. As you might know from my videos where I design and build stuff, I like to do some pop-up and animations to visualize and insert items where I think that they can support the video. But I don't like to use stock footage for that. I don't like paying for it. Yeah, you can be searching for half an hour and still have nothing usable. The theme, the background, or the lighting, it's just a bit off, or it just doesn't fit the video or the flow or style that you are going for. I know it's more work to build your own images and icons for everything, but there are some advantages to making your own, I think. And the items that I make are unique to my channel and things that I actually work with. For you as the audience, you can instantly recognize them and see them back in the videos. And this is some sort of a, what do you call it? It's a realness, if that's a word, or authenticity might be a better word for it. And it's important enough for me to put in the extra effort to make them myself. So I take a lot of pictures of items and things that I use in my videos. I edit them and then I can use them in the videos that you see here on my YouTube channel. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next one when it goes live. Now, as you can imagine, this whole taking pictures and editing, it can take quite a bit of time, and that's where my main issue lies. I do YouTube on the side next to my main job, and the longer these videos take to produce and prepare, and all these projects that I make, they're not small, and the larger they get, the smaller the number of videos I can upload in a certain amount of time. Now, let me show you the process that I go through, or went through, as it has become a lot easier as of recent, since the sprint. Normally I would take these pictures wherever I'm working, or when I'm editing a video, or I need a prop or item that I don't have yet in my library of items that are already photographed. That might be here at the standing table setup above my garage. This could be in the tinkering and maker corner near the 3D printers, or at my desk, or the dining table that's right behind it. One major downside to this is inconsistency through the images and the image quality that I get. Let's take my DJI camera as an example and take pictures of it at each location. I'll start off at the standing desk here. The main advantage here is that there is a ton of light and I can get pretty good quality pictures. A downside is that it gets really hot here underneath the roof when the sun is blasting outside, and there's a lot of things and stuff going on that I have to turn on and turn off afterwards. So this setup takes the most amount of effort and time to just take a picture. Also, depending on where my camera and tripod is, I have to drag this whole setup up and down the stairs every time. Now, let's move the camera and tripod downstairs to take a look at the maker corner. a few light setup here as well, but there's a lot of colored items in this room that reflect and make it less ideal. Especially the desk itself with this very warm tone, and the desk and our room is also quite often fairly cluttered. For example, when I'm in the middle of a project, once again, a few things to turn on and turn off, and the main light is never in the same place here. So let's grab a quick picture and move on to the next area. Which is at my desk where I edit my videos. This is by far the quickest setup. I just need the camera and the object I want to photograph, and I heavily rely on the camera sensor for this and the sunlight coming in. But once again, this can be quite the cluttered setup. I'm working here all the time, things move around, and there's a lot of colored bounce light because this is our living room. And the same goes for the dining table in the living room here as well. So let's grab a few pictures. So here are the pictures we've collected so far. The studio setup upstairs, the maker area next to the 3D printers, my quick snap and go setup at the desk, and the dining table in the living room. Now, as you can see, there are a lot of tonal differences and light differences in these images. If you have 5 images you want to use in a video and they were all taken at different moments and occasions, because I might want to use one that I made 3 videos ago, want to make a new one, you get huge differences in light quality, color temperature, ISO, and other camera settings. Like the drill one that was taken 10 videos ago, and if I put it next to the DJI one we just took at the desk, you can see those differences. So next to taking the pictures, it then takes a lot of time evening these things out to make them consistent. Therefore, the more consistent the initial picture, the easier my life gets. And the more consistent and better the images look next to each other in the final videos as well. The process after taking the pictures isn't that special and pretty good, I think. Let me know if you have suggestions, but I import the images into a Photoshop file that has a glow overlay on a folder applied. I convert the image into a smart object, and I can use a camera raw filter to do my non-destructive image adjustments, so I can always tweak them afterwards. And as soon as I mask the new items that I put into that folder, I have the same glow added to my newly added image. So this is all fairly quick. The final step is to export and save the image as a PNG with transparent background. And then it's ready to use in my videos. I think this last part is pretty streamlined already. The biggest gains can be made by getting more consistent images faster. My initial idea was to create my own little limbo room setup for my desk. And no, this is not a weird dance room. A limbo room or limbo studio in photography is a room where the ground and walls have curved transitions, so you don't get any edges or shadows. It wouldn't be hard at all to create a small version of this in Blender, but before I'm going to design things that might already exist and reinventing the wheel, I try searching MakerWorld and printables. Now, when looking for limbo or a limbo room, you don't really find anything at all. But when you use the right terms, searching for a photo box, you'll find exactly what I had in mind. So, I printed the seamless photo box boot from Paradox H on MakerWorld. I'll link it down below. I started off with the standard size, but I found this a little small for my needs. And I have the H2C now with a nice and large print bed, so I scaled it up 135%. And I know there are some non-white lines in there. You don't have to comment that, but feel free to do if you want to. I thought it was very strange as well, especially as these occurred after quite some print hours. The only thing that I can imagine is a tiny piece of black filament from a previous print that was jammed in a nozzle or something coming loose, and yeah. It doesn't ruin the functionality, so I'm fine with it. At least that's what I tell myself. Internally and feeling wise, not completely, of course. It's not pristine or a clean look, but it would be a waste to reprint it for that if the intended purpose and functionality is still there, I think. I'm not perfect either, so anyways. I also prefer this more closed version with 2 open sides to the even more open ones where one corner or wall is gone. This means that there's less light that goes out and less color, or let's call it dirty light, that comes back into the box. And there's one more reason why I wanted 2 sides opposite of each other. Now I could design a bracket that goes over top to hold my portable lights. So I created this bracket with Blender that perfectly holds my Aputure MC light, like that. And if needed, I can add my Nanlite PowerTube 6C, this is the small one, as well. I still want to create a bracket for this one, haven't got to that, but I can place it on the edge and use it as sort of a extra backlight or fill light or key light to highlight the edges on the back of the props that I want to photograph. And I also printed a few small pillar things to prop up the items that I want to photograph. You can just pop this on there, turn light on, and that's it. Now, let's take a quick picture and compare the results to the images that we already had. Here are the previous pictures, and here is the one we just took in the photo box. Let's remove the backgrounds and just focus on the subject so you can really see the difference. You can really see that because of the all white box we get nice and even lighting and with the right color temperatures as well. These are some of the main advantages of this new setup, and it saves me the most amount of time. We have the minimal setup time, switch a single light on and basically this one, and I can just start taking pictures. It's portable and it doesn't matter where I put it. Now it sits at my desk, now it sits in the tinkering corner, and using always the same light gives me more consistent results as well. Having the all white background makes it super easy to select and mask the subjects. And this is one of the main reasons why I just like 3D printing in general. Creating functional things, time-saving things, or just making cool stuff, like the wall panel behind me. And that's also why I just wanted to share this print with you. This got me curious as well. What's your most useful or time-saving print that you did? Let me know in the comments down below. Feel free to check out the photo box from Paradox H. I'll link it in the description. And that was it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more of my future content. thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.